Hello and welcome to Next Step Tarot. This is Lori and this is a timeless collective reading focused on just one thing, and that is the hidden payoff to staying stuck. This is episode 5 in the pattern series. In the other ones, I forgot to mention that at the beginning, but I will label each one so that you can find them. I will also put them in a playlist called the pattern series. All right, so these readings are collective and they're for timeless collective readings. They are not about predicting the future. These readings are all about helping you to find the clarity that you seek so that you know what your next step and next move can be. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start again with a deep breath where we draw it in, hold it for a count of 2, and let it out as slowly and as fully as we can. All right. Anytime you're feeling stressed, feeling overwhelmed, please consider taking that deep breath, doing that at least one time. Do not make yourself pass out. All right. Today, what we are going to do is identify what you gain from staying in the pattern that you are in. Not what it costs, what it provides. We'll examine the pattern, the visible cost, the hidden payoff, how that's maintained, and what replaces it when you release that. Patterns persist because they work on some level, okay? They keep going. They help us do something. They help us feel better. We accomplish something. We deny something. All right, so as I'm shuffling the cards here, I am going to be asking for clear and grounded insight into your situation. We will be looking at the pattern first, okay? So what is the loop? And you may have noticed that I had to switch tarot decks here. The other one was, the color was not coming out right. And I think it's because I painted my wall. All right, so let's take a look here at the pattern. Let's see what we're coming up with here. Yeah, the 7 of Wands. This is the pattern that is currently active. So this feels like success followed by defensiveness. Like you achieve something. You are good at accomplishing something here. But then there's this energy of defensiveness. Well, or yeah, I'm getting defensiveness. Like not letting people in, maybe not talking, not communicating, feeling the need to do it all on your own. This definitely feels like a repeated cycle of accomplishment. You do something, and then it's almost like an energy of, I accomplished this. Nobody else did this for me. I'm not letting anybody else take any credit for this. I'm also not going to include anybody in my energy right now. And this feels like a pattern. It does feel like it's something that, a behavior that you've become so accustomed to, you are not even aware that this is happening within you. I think you're aware now, okay? I think you're fully aware now. With the 7 of Wands, this is definitely a pattern that you have created. Okay, let's take a look at the visible cost that it's taking from you. Okay, well, you've got the Hierophant here. And it did come out in the reverse. So there's something not right here. And this is what's costing you. You don't end up with a benefit from this. This ends up costing you. It can come to you as a feeling of frustration because, like, why isn't anybody celebrating with me? Why aren't I connecting with people? I'm successful. I know what I'm doing here. And again, I am getting that is a very subconscious, unaware energy around you of not even realizing that you're pushing people away here, that you're not connecting. There's also something to do with your intuition. Not trusting your intuition. It's costing you your connection with your intuition, your higher power. All right, let's move on. Let's look at what the hidden payoff is. Why this just keeps going on and on and on. And I do get some of you, somebody out there may be aware of exactly what they're doing, but still doesn't know how to break that pattern. We will get there. All right, let's take a look. This is what you gain by staying here. The Hermit. You feel like you know exactly what to do. You get alone time. You get quiet time. You don't have to answer to anybody. You learn, you grow in this energy. This is You notice how I'm sounding frustrated? That's the energy surrounding this reading. That's what happens to you after this accomplishment. Like, you take yourself off, you learn something, you grow, you expand, you're successful here. But there's a lack of connection, either with your higher self, other people, nobody to celebrate with. I'm getting like you think you enjoy this peace and quiet that you have here, but there's this frustration of missed opportunities, of not feeling connected. That's different. I mean, and you feel the thing that keeps you here is feeling like, oh, well, I'm getting smarter. I'm learning to walk a new path. I'm growing. I'm comfortable. The Hermit has taken himself away from everyone else and is studying, learning, growing, expanding, looking for a path forward. So that's what keeps you in this cycle, is that you are a constant learner. You do like to grow. You do like to forge your own path. But there's this disconnect here. This is why it pays off for you to stay stuck. This is what keeps you going. All right. I don't need anyone else. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm following my own path. But you're definitely feeling the disconnect. All right. If this is hitting home, you can comment payoff in the comments below. All right. If that's your awareness point. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's look at the next card, see what energy comes out here. How is your pattern paying off or being reinforced? I'm sorry. How do you maintain this? What do you do? The Five of Cups. Okay, and what I'm getting from this is that, okay, we have a girl who's lost her golden ball into the pond here, but we see a frog, okay, looking at her and the ball, noticing what's taking place. Well, this is the story of the prince, you know, the frog that turns into the prince. So what I'm getting here for you is the message that even though your object of desire has eluded you, which is this connection, you're okay with it because you figure eventually you'll achieve your goal. You'll kiss enough toads to turn one of them into a prince. So there's like this lack of concern here that anything really needs to change, because eventually it'll work itself out. So there's an avoidance here of either not admitting to yourself, okay, or it's just a habit and you really glossed over this. Again, I keep getting with the Hermit here, the energy of I'm learning, I'm growing, I've got my own path to find. And okay, I'm okay if I'm alone. I'm not lonely, but you're still not feeling the connection. All right. So this energy of, it's okay, I'll eventually get there. I'll eventually connect. It'll eventually, all this will pay off eventually, is what is keeping this maintained, okay? What reinforces your pattern, your habit. All right, let's take a look at what replaces it if you release this. If you do decide to go into that water and get what is yours, okay? Do you actually kiss the toad that turns into the prince this time? All right, this is what takes place when the pattern ends. We've got the Knight of Wands here. Bravery, a new focus, a new passion, a new desire. Healthier relationships. It's moving forward. There's honesty and truth in the Knight. Seeking, okay? Seeker of spells. Seeker of wisdom, of passion, desire, commitment, energy. So you do break the cycle, and instead of feeling like you're constantly fending off or having to defend what's yours, you now see a new desire, a new path, a new way to connect too. This is also telling me that you will find reconnection with your intuition, your creative side, your higher power, that part of you that's kind of missing and lost, that you're disconnected from. This Hierophant that's in the reverse here. So you can break this pattern, okay? Once you decide you're going to release this energy of, oh, it'll happen eventually, you will look, seek and find exactly what you're looking for. That reconnection. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your homework for this situation. All right. This is the Payoff exposure exercise, and it takes 3 days, okay? So for 3 days, when this particular pattern appears to you, 1, pause before you do anything. 2, ask yourself, what am I about to gain if I repeat this? 3, write your honest answer. Don't lie to yourself. Don't fudge it. Write the absolute honest answer. Nobody else has to see this. Then you need to make a choice. Repeat the pattern consciously, fully aware that you're doing it, or interrupt it right now. Okay? Immediately. As soon as you recognize it and answer those 3 questions, okay, or 2 questions and write it down, choose. All right, then what you want to do is track what's happening. There's 4 areas I'd like you to track for yourself. The situation, the hidden payoff that is identified, the action that was taken, and the result. All right, your goal here is to make your payoff visible, because visibility reduces automatic behavior. As soon as we recognize and call attention to something, that's when we can move forward. We can break habits, we can start new ones, and once we're consciously aware. All right, I wish you the very best this week. Let's wrap this up. Remember, it's just a single step on the journey of your life. So make this next step one that you take by choice. Make it a clear step forward and take your very next step in your journey. All right, if you would like personal guidance, there are links in the description box below. There is also a workbook there for you. All right, and I will be posting PDFs that are printable to go with the homework eventually. I've got them all created for this series. I will try to attach them somehow or make it so that you can download them. And we will be starting next week on the decision series. Okay, so that's another really good one to get involved in. All right, until next time, namaste.